This interview is probably going to be a little different than some of the other stuff you've done. We go a little more in depth, and some of the stuff's a little more serious.
Okay.
If I ask anything you don't want to answer, just say so.
Okay.
And if I don't talk about anything that you want to talk about, just let me know.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Let me know when we are good to go.
Let's talk about the fucking sunburn on my forehead.
And let's talk about the aliens that's out there. We want to talk about that.
Let's talk about the aliens in my fucking brain.
In the brain.
That's what I want to talk about.
You got aliens right here in the back of the brain.
aliens in my brain.
Aliens
this big.
Let's talk about that.
In a brain this big.
In a brain this big, but aliens is this big. And you know how tall he is?
7'8".
7'8". It just looks like an illusion. You know how tall he was 2 years ago?
7'9".
See that? And then 4 years ago?
7'12".
And then 5 years ago?
8'12".
See, and then 6 years ago, he was 3 feet 1.
3'1".
So I thought I saw a pattern there, but obviously the pattern has changed.
No pattern.
No pattern.
No pattern.
What was your life like growing up, and how do you think it influenced your music?
My life was really shitty growing up, and obviously it influenced my music. All you gotta do is just pick up a Slim Shady album, you know? I feel like if you listen to the album in depth, there's really not many questions to ask. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much coming out and telling the world, like, this is what I've been through, this is what I've seen, this is what I've done, you know what I'm saying? You know, so.
So for somebody who may not have heard your album before they see this interview, how would you define your sound? I mean, what are you about for someone who doesn't know?
I would say I feel like I represent hip hop. Like I've lived it all my life, and I know it, I grew up on it, you know what I'm saying? And I would say my sound is just pretty much for anybody who's ever been through some bullshit in their life, who's ever been through some, you know what I'm saying, trifling times or whatever, you know, which we pretty much all have. So, you know, I represent those people. All I do is pretty much reflect what's went on in my life through my music, you know.
How old were you when you started rapping?
Like 9.
I was about 9 when I started listening to rap. I started rapping, like writing my own rhymes about 13, 14. And it just kept getting better at it.
Better and better and better and better.
And what kind of influences do you guys bring to the sound of the music?
My ass.
We bring the ass. We bring one chunky big ass to it.
2 big, powerful ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks, just powerful ass. You ever seen a powerful ass cheek?
I refuse to answer that question. It sounds to me incriminate me. Well, like musically, what influences? Like you talked about the sort of influences that your lyrics are about. But like what sort of
Ice-T.
Like? Yeah.
Starting with Ice-T,
Ice-T,
Reckless.
yeah, Ice-T Reckless was the first rap song I ever heard. I was in like the 4th or 5th grade, and that was like the first rap record I ever heard. But like growing up, I had a lot of influences like LL Cool J, Beastie Boys, Run DMC, you know what I'm saying? Some of the earlier groups, you know.
NWA.
Yeah, NWA.
2 Live Crew.
I mean, but the list goes on and on. It's like just depending on I grew up on so many different things, you know what I'm saying? As I got older, the new thing was hot, you know what I'm saying? It was Run DMC, then it was 2 Live Crew, then it was NWA, then it was Run DMC again. Just whoever was putting out albums.
Basically, he checked
like a hip-hop
he checked
connoisseur.
everything. No matter what, if it was whack, we would know, because we would buy it. We bought every tape that was out, we bought it.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tape collection that was incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't have to buy no tapes, because he had all the tapes. Like, well, Marsh got it. I can go dub it.
Yep.
What's your writing process like?
We're not going to tell you that, because then what if somebody's watching that, and we tell you, we got to kill you, because you'll give away the formula.
Nah, my writing process is basically, I don't try to sit down and think of shit. You know, I let the thoughts pop into my head, and then I write them down. You know what I'm saying? I let it come natural. It's not something that I try to search for or whatever.
Right.
I gotta let the stuff, throughout the course of my day, I might find like 6 to 12 ideas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like write them down, just jot them down, and then at the end of the week or the end of 2 weeks or whatever, I stack my ideas up, and then I'm ready to write a rhyme, like ready to, you know, full scale.
If somebody listens to the album, and they should listen, that most of the stuff he say reflect from his life. Is that he don't too much think or like try to think creatively. He just take from his life and animate it with lyrics.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, you know what I'm saying?
Does that kind of help you work through some stuff? I mean, because some of your songs are about pretty serious things.
Yeah, so I don't kill people.
I think it is a therapy for him. It's a therapy for every rapper. I think you write some stuff, it's like therapy.
Yeah, every rapper out there, hip hop has always been known to like, hip hop is like pretty much autobiographical, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it just, you reflect your life, you tell what you know, you tell your side of the story, you know what I'm saying? You say things from your point of view, like this is my point of view, this is the way I see life. It's always been like that, you know?
Do you think your material deserves to have like a parental warning on it?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Definitely. But it's not gonna stop the kids from getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't make it
I was
like
11, 12 years old listening to Two Live Crew,
NWA.
sneaking into rated R movies. You know what I'm saying? It's not, kids are kids, and kids are a lot smarter than we really give them credit for. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is.
People want to try to blame music like the kids in Colorado and shit like that. People want to try and blame the music for it, but those kids are really crazy.
Just to
you know what I'm
start
saying?
with. And the parents should be checked for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They always try to find something else like,
Yeah.
well, maybe it's the Slim
music.
Shady record.
It's a music. It's music, or
crazy
it's the movie that the kids seen that made them do it.
Right.
If they wouldn't have seen that movie, they wouldn't have did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or if they wouldn't have listened to that record, they wouldn't have did it. Come on, man.
Come on.
Yeah,
It don't just take one song to make a person go nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a growth thing. That's a grooming.
If I'm gonna jump off a bridge, I'm gonna jump off a bridge because I want to jump off a bridge, not
Right.
because somebody told me to.
Not because
you know what I'm saying?
Ice-T said jump off the bridge. You know what I'm saying? We jump off the bridge because we gonna jump off the
We
bridge
want to
anyway.
jump off the fucking bridge.
You wanna jump off the bridge?
That's
You
why.
wanna jump off the bridge with us? Let's all three of us go right now.
We were gonna
jump off
come
the
on,
bridge.
man.
We
Everyone's
about to go
doing
do
it.
We about to do it. Everybody's
Everyone's
doing it.
doing
Choose to
it.
answer that
Everyone's
question.
jumping off the bridge, dude. Everyone is jumping off the bridge,
bridge.
man.
Would you come
Everyone's
jump off the
jumping
bridge
off
with us?
the bridge.
If I jump off the bridge, I can't listen to your CD.
It won't be a CD.
You can listen to my CD on the way down.
On the way down.
All right, I'll do it.
You do it with us.
Now I'm in.
We got another bridge jumper with us. Catch it live.
Did you ever run into
Nope.
resistance?
No.
Well, I mean, because you're a white guy and
Oh,
because
God.
of the subject matter. Did
Oh my
people
God! Oh my
He's
God! I'm
white?
white.
He's white.
Fuck!
Man, I didn't know you was white
I mean,
all
if
the time.
People
Get the fuck out of here!
Dude, you telling me this guy's white?
as far as I can tell.
This dude's white. Man. Dude,
No, sunburn.
sunburn.
I'm red.
He's
I'm
red.
red.
No, did people have like expectations and they were like, oh, this guy isn't going to be able to do it?
Can I say this?
because he's-
I don't know. You have to ask those people.
Listen, I
have
tell
to
you
ask
this.
Those people.
I went to a black dominant high school, and I used to sneak them in there into the lunchroom, right? And I used to be like, they should be like, we want to battle you, Professor. Be like, nah, can't battle me. Why don't you battle the white boy over there first? And everybody would be like,
We used to sit in there. We used to sit in there and beat on tables and.
I'll kill him. Man, the dude bust a little rhyme, then Emma come out and kill him the whole lunchroom, which is all black dominant school would be looking like, damn. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's just how messed. It's kind of like it's a catch-22. It's like that's good that they can acknowledge that he got skill, but it's bad that it's like, wow, why is so expected that he
Right.
white and can do that? You know what I'm saying? But I wish that we would have been betting like thousands of dollars because we would be very rich. How many times we did?
We wouldn't need to rap
We
now.
wouldn't need to rap, no records or nothing. We'll be rich, man. Cause that's how crazy they thought it was. Like it's a white rapper dude. that
No,
can
but
rap.
everything is always looks. Everything is based
Yeah.
on looks. You know what I'm saying? If I think you look like a herb, I'm gonna fuck with you
Right.
just because I don't like the way you look. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I
That's
don't
how
like the way
everything
this
is.
guy dresses or the way he wears his socks or the way he, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything, you know. You're gonna fuck with somebody just, people are gonna mess with you by looks. Growing up as a kid in school, you know what I'm saying? Whether you go to a mixed school or you go to an
Dominant
all-black
school,
school
all
or you go
white.
to an all-white school, you're gonna pick things out to mess with kids about.
No matter what.
You know what I'm saying? Growing up, that's just what you do. Oh, this kid's fat. Oh, this kid's
fat.
too skinny. You know what I'm saying? This kid's
Right.
got buck teeth. This kid's
Right.
got a big forehead. You know what I'm saying?
This kid looks like Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying?
This kid looks like Chris Rock.
You know what I'm saying? We've been through all that.
Yeah.
Do you think it made you work harder to get respect as a
Nah,
rapper?
I sat on my ass.
Yeah, he sat down on his ass for a long time. He didn't work hard.
Nah, definitely. I had to work harder. There was a certain level of respect I had to get. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely an uphill battle, but you know, I feel like I'm winning it. You know, I'm slowly winning over the respect of everybody, whether it's like now it's 1999, we're going into the year 2000, and people gotta look at, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're black, white,
Right.
orange,
Green,
red, whatever
purple,
color
pink,
you are,
whatever.
that kid can skateboard, that kid can ride a bike, that kid can rap,
Right.
that dude can play football, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
That dude, it don't really matter. I think the youth that's coming up now is really dope. You know what I'm saying? The color orientation thing, they don't get into all that shit. They just, whoever they cool with by personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
cause when we shit the same.
We shit the same.
You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
stinks just as bad.
Right.
My shit don't stink no worse than his shit
shit.
stinks.
But no, hold on. I take that back.
What?
His shit stinks. I want you to know. His shit stinks bad. But what he trying to say is like, whether it's Joe Montana or Warren Moon throwing a touchdown for your city, you don't care.
Still a touchdown.
It's
It's
all
still
about the
7
winning,
points.
and then you just care
6
about the
points.
team spirit and the 6 points. That's all you care about. You know what I'm saying?
When Joe Montana throws a field goal,
Yeah.
And
And,
he hits
then, and then Barry Sanders makes
kicks
a
a home
slam
run.
dunk. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a hard thing right there.
I'm not going to argue that point.
Right.
How'd you hook up with Dr. Dre? What was it like to work with him?
He came to his classroom.
he
While
came to
was-
my classroom when I was in first grade,
Right.
and he was like, "Yo, Slim, I really think
I want to groom you from first grade till you drop out of high school. You know what I'm saying?
nah." Some lady said that once though.
Yeah.
Nah, I was just like in a lot of rap competitions, and I was in the '97 Scribble Jam, and then towards the end of '97, I was in the Rap Olympics, you know, and like taking second place in the Rap Olympics. Kids from Interscope were there, and they got the tape. They got a tape that, like my demo tape, so to speak, and I gave it to them. They took it to Interscope, and Jimmy Iovine, the head of Interscope, he liked it, and he played it for Dre. Dre was like, "Yo, let's find this kid. Let's hook him up or whatever," you know. And they found me. So
What was it like to work with him?
terrible. The worst experience.
That's the
I could
greatest
ever-
producer in rap history. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
it's the greatest, man.
Drake's the best, to me, the best producer of all time. So obviously,
No doubt.
I mean,
No doubt. That's
what was it like to work with him? That's not a question that's never been asked. That's a
Right.
question that's always asked, and it's kind of like self-explanatory. It's like, what am I supposed to say?
Well, like,
I fucking hate it.
I mean, how does he communicate his ideas, and how does he get your ideas in a way that someone else wouldn't be able to? I mean, because he obviously succeeds.
How does he what?
How does he get
Talking
your
about-
ideas to come out, and how does he bring an idea
Your
to the
relationship,
table
that
to
chemistry.
kinda-
Because there's a
Yeah,
chemistry there.
chemistry, yeah.
There's kind of a chemistry like when him and Snoop Dogg first got together. There's a chemistry there. It's like this. I'm a lyricist and I'm a writer. I write, and he makes beats and he produces, and he has a vision, and he can make that come to life. So all I gotta do, every Dre beat, damn near every Dre beat that I hear, I wanna rap over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it makes me instantly think of things. So like I said, it's just a chemistry. It's a chemistry type thing, you know? It's like we just get together and in one studio session, we can knock out 1 or 2 songs, like right there. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you think rap's headed?
Downhill. Fucking, it's crashing.
It's
Rap is
over,
crashing.
down.
Rap is dead. Rap is not selling any records, and nobody's liking it. So it's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
I think rap
I'm
always
about to
gone.
cry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta
about to
go.
cry. It's over for us. We're down. It's finished. You can put.
Rap
Before
is
we-
headed. I mean, rap is not headed. Rap is
It's gonna
the
just be
biggest
here.
shit. Rap is like hip hop is the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's embracing the youth. So it's always big.
Why do you think rap's still like a vital musical force?
I
'Cause think when it
refuse to
came
answer
out-
that
I refuse to
question.
answer that
for the
question.
answer that I stated earlier.
So the answers I stated earlier.
I think when it came out, a lot of music establishment were like, this is, it's just a fad, it's just a trend, it's not going to last.
Guess what?
It did. I think rap embraces the
It's here.
youth. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it's always youth.
Rap
so-
is the voice of youth. Hip hop is the voice of youth because of you know what
This
I mean?
stuff right here, whatever this means, that, what is that? Dribbling. This is what it is. It's the dribbling effect. That's what it is.
Nah, it's the dribble.
Oh, it's the dribbling from.
Fix that shit.
Oh.
Dribbling effect.
What's your relationship with the live audience like?
Horrible.
Horrible.
They hate me.
They hate to jump on stage. They take our mics from us, take the records and break them. They take our inflatable mummy and DDT it. I mean, it's a hard life we got out here.
Nah, the reaction has been good so far. I mean, especially with the Warped Tour. You know what I'm saying? It's a different crowd for me to perform in front of. So it's like, you know, everything is been on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? The crowds are perceiving me well. So I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. I like to work for my money. I like to, you know what I'm saying? I like to go out and earn crowds because it makes me feel like I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Not just come out on stage and just stand there. Just stand in one spot and the crowd just loves me the whole time just because of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a show. I want to entertain people. I want to make people, I want to be in touch with the crowd and make people, you know what I'm saying, talk to people, keep eye contact with the people and look at them, you know what I'm saying, and really try to see what they're feeling. These are the people that's buying my records. So they're paying my rent, you know what I'm saying? So you got to keep in touch with them fans, you know?
So the audience can affect your performance, it sounds like.
Definitely, they
yeah,
can.
Definitely. Because we not them kind of MCs that go on stage and don't care what they do. We feed off the crowd every time.
If a crowd is not making no noise, I'm gonna address it. Whatever the crowd is doing, I'm gonna address it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, if they ain't making no noise, I'm gonna stop my record. And be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? You ain't feeling me or whatever. You know, if they're throwing shit, if they're acting rowdy, if they're fighting in the crowd, I'm gonna address it.
And if they're not hyped, we work harder sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Jump in the crowd. Whatever we gotta do.
Jump in the crowd, take our clothes off, backflip off speakers, and smack fans.
And beat up their pets.
You mentioned that the Warped Tour audience is different than your normal audience. How's it different?
Man, it's different.
It's different because, like, ever since January, I've been on tour, like, pretty much nonstop. And every tour that I've done so far has been pretty much strictly hip-hop crowds, you know what I'm saying? Hip-hop shows. And this is like, you got alternative, you know what I'm saying? You got Blink 182 to Ice-T, so, to me, so it's, these people are like, you got people that come to see me, you got people that come to see Suicidal Tendencies, you got people that, you know what I'm saying?
Come to see Blink,
so, yeah.
Pennywise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like, it's just all types of crowds, you know? So that's why I say, when I look into the crowd and I'm saying my words, and the whole front row might know it, but the people in the back might not know the words to my songs because they ain't heard my album yet. Or they barely know who Eminem is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to win them people over, like, get the respect of them people.
We want to work them.
You mentioned how long you've been out on tour. What's the biggest sacrifice that you've made for your career so far?
Not seeing my daughter, not seeing my little girl.
Having a life.
Yeah, not having a life.
And sleep.
Pretty much. Yeah, no sleep, no sleep. It's people don't understand how much work this shit really is. It's really work. It's work. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you gotta be having so much fun. You got the girls and you got, you know, the fans and you're outside, you're performing and you're doing this and you're doing that and you're drinking and you're, you know what I'm saying? You're smoking weed, you're shooting heroin, you're snorting coke, you know what I'm saying? You're doing all of this shit, smoking crack and a bunch of shit, and you gotta be having fun. It's not always, it's not what it's really cracked up to be, you know what I'm saying?
How old's your daughter?
80.
Oh, my fault.
Nah, she's 3. She's 3.
What drives you? I mean, what keeps you at it?
Our bus, our tour bus.
Tour bus gets us, that's what makes us, drives us.
Well, and what motivates you, to rephrase that?
I think the
Our tour manager.
Tour manager. What motivates him?
Kicks us in the ass.
The manager, incredible Paul Rosenberg. So.
Guys, you got 20 minutes to go on. Here's a mic.
I think the sick world motivates him. The world.
Yeah. The world. My
Critics.
little girl. Critics. Add fuel to the fire. Assholes. Punks. Bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Pimps, pushes,
Pimps.
bitches, sluts, hoes, transvestites.
Drugs really motivate us more than anything, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, big shout out to heroin, smack, you know.
Well, I mean, if you couldn't perform, what would you do? I mean, did you ever think about it?
Sit in a wheelchair. I don't know what the fuck I'd do.
If we couldn't perform,
Sit at home all day, beat my shit to death.
this man would be in
Beat
jail.
my shit to death.
He'd be in jail. Guaranteed, easily. If he wasn't performing.
I'd be
In jail.
I'd
locked
be
up,
somewhere stupid. I'd be somewhere stupid. I wouldn't have
murdering
a
somebody or
job.
something.
If I didn't do this rap shit, I'd be up in your crib right now.
I'm gonna 100,000.
The immortal words of Tretch.
Tracks.
What do you think is the biggest risk that you've had to take for your career?
Drugs.
Nah, I think his biggest risk was the sacrificing of his family time.
Yeah, my family. I don't get to see
His immediate
family members.
that he started.
My girl, my daughter, you know what I'm saying? I don't get to see them, stuff like that, you know? And one of the main things that's really fucked up is when people piss you off, you can't hit them in the face
Yeah.
because
We can't
you
do
get
nothing no
sued.
more because the way we used to be, we was the bully
You
busters.
we can't act like how we want to act.
How we are.
How we really want to act. You know what I'm saying?
Because the higher powers that be won't allow it.
Yeah. Judge Wapner.
We can't even look at nobody no more.
Judge Judy.
We can't argue. We can't do nothing. We gotta walk. It's just crazy, man.
How do you do that? How do you
It's
like?
hard, man. Especially when the way we were.
I've got out of control a couple of times.
He
you know, and
he can't live with it. I think I can, but I don't think he can live with it.
No, it's really hard, man. When somebody disrespects you and on just a regular person to person level, you know what I'm saying, or on a street level, somebody disrespects you, you want to do something to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? And you
You know what I'm
can't.
saying?
You gotta learn to control your temper, and you gotta take the fuck yous and you suck and shit like that in
Or
the crowd. You gotta take
even
the
the slapping you or whatever they do to you. You can't
Nah,
really.
if somebody slaps me, then yeah.
I was trying to be good for TV, but we was lying right there on that part. If you hit us, we're gonna hit you back. Believe that.
Well, it sounds like you've been able to have the career that you've been able to direct it yourself a lot of the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, so how do you define success?
My ass.
My ass. Back to the powerful ass cheeks. It's like, success. I don't know, man. That's funny. That's a funny word, success, because like, success is like when
Speak on it.
When you succeeded. You know
Speak
what I'm saying?
on it.
What if we succeeded?
Speak
We
on success.
I don't know how to speak on success. You know what I'm saying? That's a deep thing. I don't know what to say.
I'm cool with success as long as it doesn't get too out of hand, as long as it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep shit balanced and
Down to
trying
earth.
to maintain, you know. And what people don't realize is like, you're a regular person. I'm a regular person. When I go out on that stage, and if I'm on stage and my voice cracks, or I'm losing my voice because I've been on tour for so long, or whatever happens, if I slip and fall down and trip over a cord, whatever, you know what I'm saying? People don't realize that you're a regular person. You're out here making your living. You're trying to entertain this crowd, and whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? And you're just a human being. And when you don't want to sign 9 million autographs when you're standing outside of your bus, you know what I'm saying? And you sign a few of them, and then them other people that didn't get the autographs are like, oh, fuck you, you asshole. You know what I'm saying? You know, people don't realize you're a regular person. You're a human being, you know? And that's one of the hardest things. That's one of the hardest things that, you know, people have trouble coming to grips with. You know what I'm saying?
That you're regular.
That you're a regular person.
That
That's
you
just-
bleed.
Yeah,
And you use
exactly.
the bathroom.
So, like, what do you do when you have your downtime? How do you keep your head together?
Downtime. What is he talking
The fuck
about?
is that?
What is that?
What's downtime?
Do you have
There
it?
is
I mean,
nah.
No, we've been touring since January. It's been like nonstop. Well, we had like what,
No
2 weeks off?
downtime. Yeah,
Oh,
we had 13 days off.
like 13 days.
13 days, and I beat my shit all day. And that was it.
Nothing but
Pretty
beating.
much it.
Beating and meeting and
I masturbate
meeting.
a lot. I masturbate a lot.
But masturbation is cool. Safe
Yeah.
sex.
the ultimate in safe sex. I would
Ultimate
think.
safe sex.
Use
Especially if you wear a
condoms.
condom. Yeah, see?
Yeah, use condoms. Don't do drugs. Leave it up to me.
What do you guys think?
Of the heat, it's fucking exhausting.
That's what I was going to ask you. What do you think is sort of the most important thing you've learned since you've kind of gotten a real level of commercial success that you might not have had early on in your career?
That I have 2 powerful ass cheeks and big balls. Nah, I don't know, man.
Commercial
I'm still
success.
learning. I'm still learning.
That's deep word.
I got a lot of shit to learn still. You know, every day I learn something new.
Every day.
You know, every day I meet somebody new. So I don't know. Maybe ask me in 20 years.
20 years.
No pets. Are you happy? That's the most number one asked question that I got on Twitter is, can you please ask him if he's happy?
I'm never happy.
Never. Are you happy when you're angry? You said something like that before.
I'm happy when I'm angry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for sure.
So when he gets angry, he'll be happy. So you guys get that.
That's why I bitch so much. I try to stay happy.
Well, where do you see yourself in 20 years?
We'll be
Old.
29.
Old?
Come on.
Seriously? Seriously?
In 20 years, we'll be 29.
I'm 9 years old, and I'm good.
I mean,
Hey, Satan, let's fuck.
do you still want to be performing, or do you ever see a day where you want
Nah,
to step away
hell
from it?
no.
Hell no. If you 20,
When I'm 30, I'm done. Fuck that, I'm done. I'm done.
You gotta be set up right, man. You can't be out here old. Cause some of these people looking old performing, you looking like wow.
Crazy.
Like crazy.
I'm becoming what I used to make fun of.
Like, damn, you still can't pay your rent, dog?
Damn, yeah, you know
You
what
can't
I'm saying?
you can't pay your
What
rent?
is you
You're
doing on
60.
This 60 reunion
What are you
tour,
doing?
you
Jumping
know
off
what
of speakers and backflipping and shit. You're 60.
Backflipping.
You shouldn't do that. You're
Where's your walker? You know what I'm saying?
I'm done. I'm done. I want to, you know, my main thing was I wanted to get the respect. I wanted to show the world and people who didn't believe in me that I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm doing it, it's kind of like I've proven my point, and I'm gonna keep proving my point until I'm tired of the rap music. But I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it forever. You know what I'm saying? None of us can do. You know, you can't ask questions forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She can't have the camera forever.
No, you can't ask questions forever. You just start, cause
Yeah,
you start
maybe-
answering.
maybe
them.
you
be
can't
like,
ask questions
you be
forever.
like, well, what color is the sky? It's blue.
Probably got about 87 more questions on there, so you could probably ask questions forever. I can't rap forever.
I can't rap forever,
My voice is going.
but we can masturbate forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more.
Is there anything I didn't ask you guys that you want to talk about, or anything you just want to
Man,
say?
you know what we're gonna talk about seriously? The
About
most-
my syphilis.
Oh no. The serious thing he want to talk about that Slim Shady wants to address to everybody that's watching
It's my balls.
is his right hook.
My right hook.
I want you to
My
observe.
right. My
his
right is
hook.
so
Zoom in on this.
powerful. Wait,
Zoom
wait,
in on
your
this.
chest though.
Oh my
your chest.
God.
His chest
Do you
is
see this
so,
chest?
Have you ever seen a chest this
That's
big? Honestly.
God.
Be for real. You ever
That's
seen
3D.
a
You
chest?
got on your 3D glasses, you can really
no
understand.
chest in the world that
No
exists.
chest,
that's
a right
that
hook
big.
that's like this.
Or right hook.
So we want you all to send $5 donations to the
Yo,
Slim
but
Shady.
you heard about them two big dudes that are coming over later,
You
right?
heard about the two big dudes, right?
No.
The two dudes.
Oh, the two dudes.
No, the two
The
dudes
two
have been
big
together.
dudes.
Been together.
They've been together
Through
for
all
a
that
while.
stuff in the music business, the two guys been fighting. You know what I'm talking about, right? The two dudes.
He's nuts!
Silence.
Yeah.